Hi everybody, Frank Roy, Rig of the Week. We're here with Gordy Johnson from Grady. He's got a brand new band. We're going to talk about his rig on stage here. Gordy, what do you got going for us today?
It's definitely Gibson all the way. We're just up in Canada for a week and a half, quick run through the country. So a lot of my tech, I only brought a couple of my Texas guitars up with me, which is my prototype that Gibson made with my signature models. He got my name on it and stuff. This was the first one. This was just like plain Jane SG that we pulled off a shelf, somewhere in Toronto pawn shop. Just, it was cheap. It was in the low hundreds of dollars, and I loved the sound of it, and I did some custom stuff to it. I put these Gibson pickups in it, a P94 pickups.
No, those vintage?
No, man, this was like a recent development. They made these as a, the P90 was the Gibson's sort of flagship single coil pickup. But if you wanted to put a P90 in a guitar that had humbuckers, you had to chop it up in a different shape. So that was their solution to that. But they sound different than a P90.
Okay.
They're a little beefier sounding. And so I put these in where the humbuckers used to go, and put witch hat knobs, late 60s, early 70s knobs. Lost one last night, but whatever.
They look like something off a Twin. Like a Fender Twin amp, those.
Yeah, for a while Gibson had that. That's what they were putting on guitars. With these kind of cheap plastic ones. I love them, so I put them on all my guitars. Showed this guitar to Gibson, and they made me a production model, which they sold like 50 of them in Canada or something last year. It ends up looking like that.
Wow, that's nice.
A little bigger headstock, which I like, and smaller pick guard. And that's what she looks like now. I got a couple of those. And of course the double neck model.
Sweet.
Of that, which is a pretty,
And that's signature as well?
Yeah, oh yeah.
Oh, right on.
Got my name on it.
Oh, that's great.
So, got my pickups in it. And for Grady especially, I tend to just use, these guitars. Like I said, I've got a few more of them down south that I'll use. But on this tour, I've got like my Canadian gear.
Okay.
And so I've got a couple of my Canadian guitars with me here today too. I'll show you. Of course, all my guitars. I've got this. Yeah, you got to check this out.
Oh, wow,
man. This is
great.
like. There's a woman by the name of Janelle Van Avery who makes these by hand, and she's been doing it for like 5 years for me. And every couple of months I get a new one, and this one has a whole history of Native North American people's contact with Europeans, and it's just an incredible story that she's able to tell with her handiwork. So I guess it's pretty inspired, going up on stage instead of just a little piece of leather or something.
Sure beats that.
I've got my true Canadian double neck here. This is really similar to the one that I got from Alex Lifeson.
Yeah.
Rush, he gave me my first double neck, and he was like, check it out. I don't play it anymore. See if it brings you good luck. I'm like, I'm instantly lucky right now. Someone just gave me a double neck. How much luckier do I need to get? I don't think I'm getting luckier. So I went to the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame and in Cleveland. Didn't see anything about Rush in there. And I was like, well, I got something that belongs in here. It should be in the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. I gave it back to Alex. I was like, dude, if anything ever happened to this guitar, I would just feel sick. So I went and got a couple of my own. Gibson made me that black one, and I went and bought this one in Edmonton, Alberta.
It's beautiful.
And it's an older one. It's not like the the Jimmy Page era sort of reissues that come out more lately.
70s probably? Or?
I don't know. I mean, we've looked at the numbers are pretty hard to read anymore. It's been there was a serial number there. You can barely see it. I don't know, just judging by the tuning keys and the appointments, it's either like mid-70s or, I mean, perhaps 60s, sort of a lost model year or something. You know,
That's nice.
It came with the witch hats. It already had them on
Yeah,
it. So where I developed my love of those things. And just, you know, just because I've got, you know, Black Beauty Les Paul, it's just nice.
Gorgeous.
It's just nice to have around, you know, not for any.
I wish I had one of them.
Nothing
now.
special, you know, just. You know, in case we need to keep the loading door open or something,
Yeah,
just
something
put
to
it
put
down
up.
there. Yeah.
See, that never happened to me when I was a janitor downtown. Man, Wayne Gretzky don't even get this shit.